One of them became one of Nickelodeon's biggest stars, one disappeared from Hollywood almost completely, and one still cannot escape the superhero role fans refuse to forget. This is the Thundermans cast, then versus now, in 2026. What happened after the show ended was far more dramatic than anyone expected. Kira Kosarin, who played Phoebe Thunderman, became the face of the entire series almost instantly. Phoebe was intelligent, disciplined, powerful, and constantly trying to prove herself. As the responsible superhero in a family full of chaos, that role made Kira one of Nickelodeon's most recognizable stars before she even became an adult. What made her stand out was control. While many young actors struggle after leaving children's television, Kira adapted faster than most people expected. Instead of staying trapped inside the Nickelodeon image forever, she explored music, independent creative projects, and more mature acting opportunities. By 2026, she has built a career worth millions while maintaining a loyal audience that grew up alongside her. Off-screen, her personality feels calmer and more reflective than Phoebe's intense perfectionism. She rarely relies on controversy or dramatic headlines to stay relevant. Instead, she built consistency, and consistency is often more powerful than attention. Fans who watched her in 2013 now see someone completely different in 2026. Not because she changed suddenly, but because she evolved naturally while the audience kept growing with her. But the next cast member's journey became far more unpredictable, because after the show ended, his life moved in directions fans never expected. Jack Griffo, who played Max Thunderman, brought energy and unpredictability to the show that made him impossible to ignore. Max was rebellious, sarcastic, competitive, and constantly trying to outsmart his sister Phoebe. That rivalry became one of the biggest reasons audiences stayed connected to the series for years. But after the Thundermans ended, Jack refused to stay inside the same character type. Instead of repeating the Nickelodeon star formula forever, he experimented with music, action roles, streaming projects, and digital content. By 2026, his career reflects reinvention more than stability. His personal life also kept him in headlines for years, especially his relationships and social media presence. Unlike some actors who disappear once a hit show ends, Jack remained visible, adapting to changing entertainment trends while still carrying nostalgia from the Nickelodeon era. What makes his story interesting is unpredictability. Fans never fully know what direction he will take next, and that uncertainty keeps people invested. But the next cast member chose the complete opposite path, stepping away from constant attention in a way that still leaves fans wondering what happened. Addison Riecke, who played Nora Thunderman, was one of the youngest cast members, but her personality made her unforgettable. Nora was loud, chaotic, emotional, and often the funniest person in the room without even trying. She had the kind of energy that instantly grabbed attention. In real life, Addison's journey after the show became surprisingly quiet. Instead of chasing non-stop fame, she slowly moved away from the spotlight, focusing more on personal growth and selective opportunities. By 2026, her public presence feels far more private compared to the high-energy image fans remember from the show. That decision created curiosity. Audiences naturally expect child stars to stay visible forever. So when someone steps back voluntarily, people start asking questions. Her transformation is subtle, but subtle changes often feel the most real. She did not disappear dramatically. She simply chose distance over noise. And in an industry obsessed with attention, that choice stands out more than people realize. But the next story changes the tone completely, because this cast member turned childhood fame into a much bigger Hollywood future. Diego Velazquez, who played Billy Thunderman, brought chaos and innocence to the show in a way that felt completely natural. Billy's super speed powers matched his personality perfectly because every scene with him felt energetic and unpredictable. What made Diego memorable was comedic timing. He delivered humor effortlessly, making Billy one of the most lovable characters in the series. But by 2026, Diego feels completely different from the hyperactive kid audiences remember. As he grew older, his public image became calmer, more mature, and far more grounded. That contrast between the character and the real person surprises many fans who still picture him as the loud superhero child from Nickelodeon. His transformation reflects something many former child actors experience. The audience freezes them in time, even while their real life keeps moving forward, and sometimes growing up publicly becomes harder than acting itself. But halfway through this cast, one actress proved that long-term stability can sometimes matter more than fame itself. Rosa Blasi, who played Barb Thunderman, brought balance to the entire show. While the younger cast carried the chaos and comedy, Barb represented stability, structure, and emotional warmth. Without her presence, the family dynamic would not have worked the same way. Unlike the younger actors, Rosa entered the show with years of experience already behind her. She understood Hollywood long before the Thundermans existed, and that experience gave her performance a level of authenticity audiences could feel immediately. By 2026, Rosa continues working steadily while also focusing on personal projects and family life. Her story is not built around sudden transformation or controversy. It is built around longevity, and longevity in Hollywood is rare. Many actors become famous temporarily. Very few remain respected across decades. Rosa achieved both, and that consistency made her one of the quiet foundations of the series, both on screen and off. But the next cast member's journey became far more emotional for fans, because his transformation reflects how difficult it can be to escape a role people never stop associating with you. Maya LeClark, who played Chloe Thunderman, joined the series later than most of the cast, but immediately brought fresh energy to the show. Chloe's unpredictable powers and chaotic personality gave the later seasons a completely different dynamic that audiences quickly connected with. What makes Maya's story fascinating is how young she still is in 2026. While older cast members have already gone through reinvention, career shifts, and adulthood, Maya is only beginning that process now. Growing up in front of millions changes people differently. Some embrace fame, others struggle with it, and some spend years trying to understand who they are outside the characters audiences remember. By 2026, Maya continues balancing acting, personal growth, and the pressure that comes from becoming recognizable before adulthood even begins. Her future feels wide open because she still has time to become almost anything. That uncertainty is what keeps fans curious about her journey. The audience still feels like they are watching the beginning of the story instead of the ending. But the final cast member became the biggest surprise of all because her life after Nickelodeon turned into something far bigger than anyone expected years ago. Audrey Whitby, who played Cherry Seinfeld, became one of the most memorable recurring characters in the Thundermans. Cherry was energetic, loyal, unpredictable, and often brought a completely different type of humor into the show's world. Even though she was not always at the center of the story, audiences remembered her instantly. What makes Audrey's real-life journey interesting is how naturally she adapted after the Nickelodeon era. Instead of trying to stay frozen inside one image forever, she expanded into digital media, comedy content, and creative projects beyond traditional television. By 2026, she has built a career that feels modern, flexible, and connected to the internet generation that grew up watching her. Her transformation reflects how entertainment itself changed after the 2010. Fame is no longer controlled only by television networks. Personal branding, online audiences, and creative freedom matter more than ever. Her journey still feels unfinished in the best possible way. 8 cast members, 1 superhero family, and 8 completely different lives after fame. They spent years hiding superpowers from the world, but in real life, the hardest thing to hide was how much fame changed them. So now tell me, which the Thundermans transformation surprised you the most in 2026?